Hi there, Mitch, the ultimate multi-instrumentalist, here again, and I just noticed that this device has a little bit less resolution. I don't think necessarily you need to see my face that clearly. I'll talk about how to put the oboe together. And being a teacher, performer, and a repair technician, I see that many cases the trouble with oboe happens when you're putting the oboe together and taking it apart, and you're just not grabbing the instrument correct way, and bend the keys and stuff like that. So, in putting the oboe together is it's not that difficult, but it's a pretty sensitive, unlike other instruments. Like a saxophone, you put the neck on and then you're ready to go, basically, right? Oboe, it's not that simple. So, I'll show you specifically how I do it. So, here's a lower joint, and if you're right-handed, I put the lower joint on my left hand and the bell on the right hand, okay? And then, this is what I'm going to do. So, I put the bell onto the lower joint, and then go like that. No. Before you do that. Actually, before I won't do that at all, as a matter of fact. So I put the bell on here, okay, gently, and without any torquing up your hands, just, it usually goes about like halfway through, like that. That's, if your instrument the cork is greased up enough. If it doesn't, though, if it takes a lot more effort than that, just make sure you put some cork grease on it. And then when you put the cork grease, very, very, very thin layer of it is just enough. Okay? And then after that, so I lined up these bridge keys. Okay? Now, so this is the this is a Joseph oboe. So do you see that the two prongs there? And it's just the way it is, okay? Most of the instrument has just one, okay? So I just line them up, and then after that, this is what I do. I push this against my body, and do you see that how I'm putting my hand there? And just somewhere around there's a thumb hook, and just push the in. And then, at this point, make sure the bridge keys are not going this way, going against each other. There's always one that needs to go to the below than the other. Make sure that's happening. Okay? And do that. So, I just did that without touching the keys at all. So, once this part is done, grabbing around here is not that big deal. I mean, you don't play that low B natural, or B flats that often, right? So here comes a upper joint, and basically I do exactly the same thing. I grab there, not here, okay? Here, and then between the top joint and the bottom joint, there are 3 points to right here. So the trill key, and this is this is what makes the C natural and B flat happening, and then G sharp and F sharp connection. Okay, so again, I put this in until gently goes in without any force. And again, if at this point it doesn't go easily, put the cork grease on. Very thin layer. Okay, and then, so I'm just about like that much in, halfway. Okay, and then push it again, my body. See, I'm not touching the keys at all. And at all this time, make sure the bridge keys are lined up. So you might want to just twist a little bit. Okay, and then make sure they're not going this way. So gently push it in, and voila, that's it. So I did not have to touch the keys at all. Did you see that I was touching the keys? No, you didn't. So then, taking this apart is exactly opposite. So I take the top joint off first by not grabbing here and here. Okay? No. So grab right here, and just if you give, and up here, and just give it just gentle twist. And if you dislodge the joints, the rest of that should go pretty easily. Okay, and then I just rock back and forth. And you said I'm not really grabbing any keys around here. This is a very, very bad place to touch, by the way. And there you go. And then lower joint. How do I take it apart? Do you see I'm locking my hand right there, okay? And then I'm not really grabbing that. And just with the pulling motion, just twist just tiny bit. Now, I'm not grabbing here. I'm not doing that, okay? Do you see that my hands are fairly loose? And then do that. And once it start moving, the rest of that should go pretty easily, okay? So here you go. That's how you should put the oboe together and take it apart. And as I said, probably over 90% of the troubles of the instrument on the oboe, particularly the oboe. Other instruments, the same thing. When did those troubles happen? Most likely, those are happened when you put an instrument together and taking it apart. All right, Vince, the Ultimate Multi-Instrumentalist, signing off.